Yo, it's Evan, back to Project ShovelRAD. We're over at the pig pen with Maddie and Brandon, the Fab Pigs, doing our hardtail finally. So I forgot to bring all my shit. I didn't have time to actually live stream this, so this is going to be a video that I'm going to take a bunch of clips as we work on it, and then we'll put it together into a final one. We'll add it to the live stream playlist so you can see it in order with the rest of the build. So right now we've got the Voodoo Vintage MK50 weld-on hardtail, which looks really nice. I'm not a welder, but Brandon and Matt said it was well done, so I'm stoked. Everything looks good. So right now we're marking the frame, and we're going to get the cuts done to get the rear of the frame section off. So we're cutting about 2 inches in from the transmission support tube cross member on each side. And then we're gonna cut along the down tube on each side to remove that. That will let us take off the whole rear section of the frame. So we're gonna get that done, and then we'll look at it once it's cut.
Crazy how much 10.
Fucking Fab Pigs, fucking insta hardtail shot.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking sweet.
Here we go.
Hardtail.
So we got the whole rear section of the frame off. Cut out the support for the transmission. Good cuts.
Time to clean it up.
The, what do you call it? Portable bandsaw kills it. That thing did a ton of the work. So you're gonna need one of those and a cut-off wheel on an angle grinder to do it, but not bad. Looks good. All right, now we're gonna clean these all up and get it ready. All right, we got the frame cut and prepped. We have the hardtail section in place. So we're getting everything mocked up now, dropping in the engine and transmission to line everything up square, and then we'll start welding. So we're gonna get the engine in, then I'll update this video. All right, we got the engine, trans, and primary in the frame. We have the hardtail section mocked up with it. So we're using the primary to align the engine and transmission and make sure that we put the transmission mounting bungs in place correctly on the cross member, and then make sure that we square up the rear correctly. So we're gonna take some measurements back here and make sure it's all set right. So we did have to remove, didn't mention it in their instructions, but there's a cross member right here that was just tack welded in place. So that does have to be removed by cutting the welds at the top so you can spread far enough apart up here to catch the down tube. So we did that and have it all lined up pretty well. It's looking good. So we're gonna double check everything and then get started welding this up.
Okay, hold it still.
Yep.
Sick.
All right, so we got the rear section tacked in, and we pulled the motor and trans back out, and they're gonna finish welding it all up, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow and get started on the motor and trans rebuild. So we'll do another video tomorrow when it's all finished, but here's the start.
You got enough?
Huh?
You got enough?
I think so.
Okay, back over at Fab Pigs, picking up the completed frame. Brandon is going to show you the welds and point out how he did it. I don't know, go over some cool
Yeah,
shit.
man. So 2 bungs here. We did a plug weld, so we drilled a hole in the original frame to get that bung welded, just like they did the hardtail.
It's awesome.
And then
I love how it ended up totally smooth too. Like,
yeah, and
you
if you
can't
want to do
even
body
tell.
filler for that instead of just chasing high points with
Right.
the welders, kind of.
Nope.
But then we had to cut this out to open it up and get this to fit around.
I
the
see it
original
came with some
stem.
new artwork too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
weird.
yeah. We pimped you out. And you know, you cut this cast, so we just ground everything, kind of rounded everything nice, put this back in.
Sweet.
Got the tranny mounts down here, the glory hole.
Yep, she's all set.
And just kind of cleaned up some original stuff. Well, there was something super.
So yeah, I didn't take a good picture of it, but one of our buddies pointed out yesterday there was a piece of 2-inch square tube welded onto the bottom of the steering stem.
Totally aftermarket. Couldn't not figure out what this
So
was for.
we figured it was a replacement, maybe for the steering stop had broken off or something, but I don't know. So anyways,
Right
Brandon,
over top of the steering lock too. It was just welded
interesting. So Brandon cut it off and smoothed it out for me, so that's all looking good.
on, so you don't look super lame.
Yeah, so this turned out really sick. I'd highly recommend the Voodoo Vintage. Tail section is killer.
Dude, for the money, this thing's built really nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no fabricator. What do you think how it was put together?
Yeah, it's really nice. Super nice
'Cause
bends, super nice TIG welds, everything's super solid.
Right on.
This is a pretty good design how to tie into the original stuff.
Yeah, this turned out really good. This is so sick. I mean, it just looks excellent. So anyways, I'm gonna tell Voodoo Vintage how rad this was. They did a really nice job, and Fab Pigs here in Fort Collins did an awesome job. I'll tag them in it, so hit them up, and I'm trying to talk them into letting people send in their frames so they can hardtail them for you. So make sure you
Yeah.
call them.
We just need a donor shovel and pan and knuckle and
Fuck yeah.
Steve-O so we have the jig.
Yeah, so somebody give us all those bikes and we'll set it up for you. All right, right on. So that's the video on the hardtail section, and then we'll keep moving on to new shit, but hope you like it.